Vielen Dank für die Musik, die von zwei Studierenden des Studiengangs MA Musiktherapie präsentiert wurde. Herzlichen Dank für diesen Auftakt. Und damit einen guten Morgen und ein herzliches Willkommen Ihnen und euch allen. Nachdem wir gestern den Festgottesdienst und den Festakt hier gefeiert hatten und der Filmtrailer soeben hat noch etwas daran erinnert, kommen wir heute zu einem weiteren Höhepunkt im akademischen Jahr. Für viele, ich denke für uns alle, der Höhepunkt im akademischen Jahr, die Graduierungsfeier. Und deshalb insbesondere liebe Studierende.
And so, dear students and dear graduates, dear relatives, dear visitors, we have visitors from various institutions and levels of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Be most welcome, and former employees and board members. We are so happy that you're all here with us and you're celebrating with us. And of course, be most welcome, all colleagues of the university who celebrate those.
For the English-speaking people, there's a translation by headset, and you will find the English voice on channel number 1. Wir haben hier Bachelor- und Master-Absolventinnen und Absolventen.
We have bachelors and masters graduates who prepared for this day for a long time, and of course they have been looking forward to this day. We are happy together with you that today we can hand over your certificates to you and celebrate with you. I'm now happy to introduce the special speaker to you. He is Mr. Wenceslav Panayotov. He is the director of the Ministerial Association of the Inter-European Division of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. He is also a member of the board as ex officio, and Mr. Panayotov comes to us from Bern in Switzerland, but he's from Bulgaria. He served the church there, and he is an alumnus of Friedensau. Many years ago, he was in your place. And Mr. Panayotov speaks German very well, as we will see in a moment. Dear Venci, we are looking forward to your presentation, and be most welcome. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, dear visitors, dear graduates, congratulations on receiving your diplomas today. This is your day. We are here because of you today, to participate in your joy together with you. You've made it after 5 years, or 6 years, or 1 year, or 2, and after lots of investment of work and energy, you are ready to finish one phase of your personal story and to start a new one. We are here to share joy with you, but also to support you, for it is beautiful to see that young people step further in their professional life. Besides joy, of course, I also call back memories. History is becoming alive in me. As a former student of this university, I'm so happy that the university is fulfilling its mission, is training people to serve society and the church. But history is going much farther back than personal memories of any one person. And yesterday we remembered the beginnings 125 years ago and the miracle called Friedensau. We experienced it, we celebrated it. 125 years of God's guidance, 125 years of service to humans. And when we look into history, we will see that in spite of realities, historical circumstances, differing circumstances, this university has been a place of peace and of hope. You have to imagine 5 completely different epochs in which the university developed. The time of the Emperor, the Weimar Republic, National Socialism, the terrible time, and the GDR time as well wasn't easy. And today we have the unified Germany, and every time was shaped by specific challenges and circumstances. But hope and peace have ever been decisive factors. It doesn't mean that there was only peace. There's the saying that where one planes a board, slivers are there, or if you break only if you break eggs, you will make an omelette. But we have hope into the future. Let's talk about history. What is history really? Is history not consisting of thousands of personal stories, experiences of individuals who studied here, taught here, worked here? In fact, we talk about your stories, my stories, our history, the history of this university. And we're here because something is connecting us as students, as professors, as those who contribute to this cause. Dear graduates, you're looking back to your story, years of study, and certainly you have been successful. This is why you are here. What did you learn in your achievements? But perhaps you also experienced disappointments, and these disappointments may have changed you. What will you take from this place? Certainly your certificates, so including lots of tools and knowledge for your future professional life. But what I wish you today is that you also take the hope and the peace along that characterizes this place. Be bearers of hope. Take peace with you into the world. And when we change into the present from history, we'll realize that we live in a completely different reality today. And this is true not only in comparing with decades ago, but also a few years ago. In a few years, a new world, a new reality has appeared. A new one, but not necessarily a better one. It's amazing how quickly a society is polarizing, not only in Germany, but everywhere in the world. Tensions, polarization, splits, a clash of worldviews and cultures, people against other people, ethnic and social groups fighting each other. People often think they are no longer represented by the so-called elites. Sometimes minorities dominate discourses, newspapers die, and mighty new media shape our thinking. Everybody speaks, nobody bears responsibility. We speak about cognitive irrationality these days, and often we see people who are confused and are fixed in their confused own world of assumptions. Our world more than ever needs hope and peace. The German-Swiss writer Kurt Götz points out correctly, we have learned enough, we need joy. What we are in need of is hope. What we are in dear need of is hope. People who can mediate and bring peace rather than war. We can certainly concentrate on bad things in the world, and we can utter that evil is unacceptable, but we can also create the world into a better space. I don't want to focus so much on the present, but channel your attention towards the little light that everyone bears within himself. The light that can shine into our environment. And when we speak about the future, dear graduates, today you will receive your diplomas, and from tomorrow onward, most of you will go along a professional path. You will be expected to contribute to society. But do not stop dreaming of a better world, about the God who holds everything in his hands and loves this world, about the future that can be better than the present. You will work in counseling offices, you will serve in the Seventh-day Adventist Church or other churches, or you will risk your lives in areas of crisis. Wherever you go, when you leave this place and go out there into the world to serve in your profession, remember, please, the call that is standing behind your profession. Martin Luther defined the word Beruf in German, profession, according to a calling, Beruf. So, Beruf or profession is something you do out of love. Be bearers of hope. Change this world. Isaiah writes in chapter 61, the Lord has sent me to bring good news to the poor, to proclaim freedom to the captives, to the prisoners that they are to be free. 25, 30 years ago I studied here. The slogan was, an idea becomes reality. And as a personal witness, I can say that I saw it frequently, that God's calling made its way. The good coming from God, the hope that He gives us is realized into the real world. Those who are guided by this hope are like a spark lighting a fire. Especially you as young people who are entering a new profession. Václav Havel, a dissident in Czechoslovakia and the first democratic president, writes, hope is not the conviction that something will be good in the end, but the assurance that there is meaning in something, no matter how it turns out. I wish that you will carry these values in your heart, which give the human existence a sense and a future. And these are the values taught and lived in a Christian university. Light a fire that doesn't burn people, but warms them and makes their lives bright. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Nochmal ganz herzlichen Dank für die Musik und vielen Dank auch Wenceslav für die.
And thanks a lot for your encouraging and touching words. We're now coming to the climax of the climax. That is the handing over of the certificates. You have been looking forward to this time, and the two deans will now hand over these diplomas, Dr. Schulze for Theology and Professor Thomas Spiegler for Social Sciences. After that, there will be a couple of prizes that will be handed over. The DAAD Award, the German Academic Exchange Service, the award of the Alumni Association, FFF, will be handed over by Friedegard Völz, and Stefan Höschele will hand over music and theology prizes. I'm asking the deans to come forward. Dr. Schulze.
Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren,
Ladies and
liebe
gentlemen,
Kolleginnen und Kollegen,
dear colleagues
fleißige Studierende,
and hardworking students,
der große Moment
the great
ist
moment
da.
has come.
Es ist mir eine besondere Freude,
It's a special joy for me
Graduierungsurkunden für den
to
Fachbereich
hand
Theologie
over
überreichen zu dürfen,
the
die
diplomas
stellvertretend für alle Lehrenden,
to theology
für euch,
students.
liebe Absolventen und
I'm
Absolventinnen in den
representing
Jahren eures
you
Theologiestudiums
to you, dear
begleitet haben.
graduates and the
Und
rest.
für alle
All the
Mitarbeiterinnen,
professors who have taught you, who have groomed you.
Und ich tue dies stellvertretend für alle Mitarbeiterinnen und
I'm also
Mitarbeiter in der
doing this
akademischen
on
Verwaltung,
behalf
die
of
nicht
all
müde
the
geworden
other
sind,
employees in the
euch an die
academic
fristgerechte
administration
Abgabe und
who
uns
have
an die
not
zeitnahe Bewertung eurer Leistungsnachweise
stopped
zu
reminding
erinnern.
you about
Wir werden
deadlines,
euch in guter Erinnerung behalten.
and we will remember
Fachbereich
you
Theologie
fondly.
graduieren in diesem Jahr 14 Absolventinnen und Absolventen.
In fact, we have
9 von ihnen
14
sehen wir
graduates.
jetzt hier vorne.
9 of them we
4
see
im
here
deutschsprachigen Studiengang
4
Bachelor of Arts in Theologie,
of the
ein
German Bachelor of
Absolvent
Arts,
im
1
deutschsprachigen Studiengang Master of
of the
Arts
German
in
Master of Arts,
Theologie, ein Absolvent im deutschsprachigen Studiengang und 3 Absolventinnen, nein andersrum, 3 Absolventen und eine
3.
Absolventin im englischsprachigen Masterstudiengang
3
Theological
in the
Studies
English Masters,
5
Theological Studies, and 5
Absolventen im englischsprachigen Studiengang
MA
Master of Arts
Pastoral
in
Ministry.
Pastoral Ministry. Wir beginnen mit dem deutschsprachigen
We're starting with
Bachelorprogramm
the German
des Fachbereichs
Bachelor's
einem
program,
Bachelor in Theologie,
a Bachelor
graduiert
in Theology.
Wieland Gierke.
Wieland Gilke.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Wieland. Wieland setzt sein Studium an der Theologischen Hochschule fort.
Wieland will
im
continue studying
Masterstudiengang
here
Counseling.
in Counseling
Wieland
Masters in Friedensau.
Mit einem Bachelor in Theologie graduiert Damir Mitrov.
Damir Mitrov,
Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Damir.
Bachelor's in Theology.
Das ist seine Urkunde. Auch Damir bleibt uns noch eine Weile erhalten. Damir
Damir
setzt
will
sein
also
Studium in
remain with
Friedensau
us
fort
for some
im
time.
Masterstudiengang Pastoral
He's
Ministry.
in the Masters
Damir
of Pastoral Ministry.
Ebenfalls im Bachelorprogramm Theologie graduieren und bitte gestatten Sie mir, dass
Also
ich die beiden gemeinsam
in,
aufrufe.
with a Bachelor of Theology
Fabian
are
und
graduating.
Isabel Spind.
Fabian and Isabel Schwind, and of course we're mentioning them together.
Isabel. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Fabian. Das sind eure Urkunden. Isabel wird in wenigen Monaten zum zweiten Mal Mutter.
Isabel will be a mother for the
Und
second time in a
Fabian
few months.
setzt sein Studium im Masterstudiengang Pastoral Ministry
And Fabian
fort.
is in
Fabian
the
und
Masters
Isabel
of Pastoral
Schmidt.
Ministry already.
Wir kommen zum deutschsprachigen Masterprogramm.
We're coming
des
to the German
Fachbereichs.
Masters.
Mit einem Master of Arts in Theologie graduiert Maurice Wessel.
Maurice Wessel, MA
Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Promo.
in Theology.
Das ist seine Urkunde. Maurice arbeitet als Pastor in der Hanse-Vereinigung. Hoch
Maurice
im Norden
is a pastor.
Maurice Wessel.
In the North in Hanse Conference.
Wir setzen fort mit den Absolventinnen
We're
und
continuing
Absolventen im Master of Theological Studies.
with
Da der
graduates in the
MTS ein
MTS program.
englischsprachiger Studiengang ist, erfolgt die Überreichung dieser Urkunden
So
selbstredend
We
in
are,
englischer Sprache. We are going to
now
continue
commenting
now with the
in English.
Masters of Theological Studies program. With a master's degree in Theological Studies graduates our appreciated student and brother, Kwame Asare. Congratulations, Kwame. Now next. Kwame is serving for the Ghanaian churches in whole Germany. So this is Kwame Asare. Not all of our students can be here present today. Graduating with a master's in theological studies in absentia, Eric Godsword. With a master's in theological studies, graduates our appreciated student and brother, Daniel Gomola. Congratulations, Daniel. Daniel is serving as a pastor in the Czech Republic, Daniel Gomola. With a master's in theological studies, graduates our appreciated student and sister, Natalia Matyashova. Congratulations, Natalia. Natalia will work for the Adventist school in Oranienburg. Natalia Matyashova. Last but not least, we come to the awarding of the certificates in our Master of Arts program in Pastoral Ministry. Graduating with a Master of Arts in Pastoral Ministry in absentia, Albert Benjamin Kuku. Graduating with a Master of Arts in Pastoral Ministry in absentia, Valentin Dinu. Graduating with a Master of Arts in Pastoral Ministry in absentia, Jacint Christoph Janko. Graduating with a Master of Arts in Pastoral Ministry in absentia, André Christian Zizou. With a Master of Arts in Pastoral Ministry, graduates in persona, Daniel Dobrin. Congratulations, Daniel. Diploma. Daniel is serving as a pastor back home in Romania. Daniel Dobrin. My dear graduates, on behalf of all lecturers in the School of Theology, congratulations to all of you here in the arena and on the screens. May the Lord bless you and your ministry. From now on, you are our alumni. You are communicators of the gospel. You are graduates from Friedensau, a name that stands for peace. Live up that legacy. In a time where peaceful coexistence and religious freedom are no longer, cannot be taken for granted. May you become peacemakers wherever your path leads you.
My dear graduates in the School of Social Sciences, this is a moment that seemed to be so far in the future when you started your studies here some years ago. Remember your first days on campus, and you will realize what you have accomplished in the past semesters. We had wonderful, interesting, inspiring, exciting, joyful moments together in the classroom and beyond. We had serious discussions about academic results as well. Sometimes you may have felt challenged by us or pushed a little bit, or even forced to repeat an exam, or as we prefer to say, the student kindly asked for a second chance, which we were happy to offer. It's all forgotten now. We will never talk about it again. Despite the challenges, you made it. Despite the days you might have had doubts whether you will ever sit in this row of graduates. Now you are here, and the next minutes are what you have been dreaming of and working for in the past semesters. It's allowed to be a bit proud now. Enjoy it. Ich bitte zuerst nach vorn die anwesenden Graduierenden der Studiengänge Master Counseling und Master
First,
Musiktherapie.
I'm asking the graduates of music therapy and counseling to come forward.
Mit einem Master in Counseling graduieren.
A Master
Lena
of
Albrecht
Counseling,
in absentia.
Lena Albrecht in absentia,
Melanie Barr in absentia.
well, you hear the names, so I'll not translate the names.
Vivian Groß. Vivian wird jetzt ihr Anerkennungsjahr machen als Sozialarbeiterin, natürlich bevorzugt in einer Beratungseinrichtung.
She will do her one-year recognition year, preferably in
Mit einem
the
Masterabschluss
area
in
of counseling.
Musiktherapie graduieren. Teresa Albies in absentia.
So there are a couple of names of graduates in absentia in music therapy.
Benjamin Beckmann in absentia. Rabea Bayer. Rabea, herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Danke.
Toll, dass du da bist. Bei der Urkunde. Rabea ist inzwischen Doktorandin am Institut für Musikpädagogik an der Universität Münster
Rabea
und
is
dort
now
auch
pursuing
wissenschaftliche Mitarbeiterin
a doctorate in
einem
Münster,
Forschungsprojekt.
and she's an academic support staff at the same university.
Des Weiteren graduieren in Musiktherapie Christiana Kröger in
And further
absentia,
graduates in music therapy.
Jennifer Rösler in absentia, und Tabea Zimmermann in absentia. Now it's time for the next group, the first group, to come on stage. Now we have a premiere. For the first time in the history of this university, we have graduates in an online master program. 3 years ago, we started the master program Development Studies Online, and now the first students from this program receive their certificates. This was the way we usually met, only via Zoom. Hello, Rolando. Hello, Jennifer. Good to see you. It was a very international group. The 3 first graduates we have here today come from 3 different continents. So this needed some flexibility in organizing the meetings if we take into consideration the different time zones. For our students from the United States, it felt more like an early morning show, and for the students in Myanmar, it was a late night show. But somehow, we managed. With a master in development studies, studied in the online program, graduate Rolando Cabero. Rolando, this is your certificate. You deserve a handshake and a hug. Unfortunately, it's not possible via Zoom. We will do that whenever we meet, and you will receive your certificate by mail soon. Congratulations. The next graduate is Jennifer Lucania. Jennifer, this is your certificate. We would love to have you here. I know you would have loved to be here as well. You tried your best. Unfortunately, it wasn't possible. Maybe sometimes in the future. Jennifer works with the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs as an information management officer, and she plans to use her additional acquired knowledge to focus more on program management. Our third graduate in this program made it, not only to the end of the studies, but even to Friedensau. Kein Chochotin. Congratulations. It's so good to have you here. Here's your certificate. Kein Cho is working as project officer with Mekong Economics in Myanmar, and additionally she manages monitoring and evaluation projects with various clients. With a master's degree in international social sciences, a program now called Development Studies as well, graduate the following students. Makafui Aiglukus. Congratulations. Here's your certificate. Wait a moment. Makafui is working as a social worker in the field of migration with Internationaler Bund. Napoleon Akonkwa. Napoleon is working currently with Alep e.V. as social worker, and soon he will be working as well with the Soa Hope Foundation in Ghana. Margaret Acquia Manu in absentia. Jennifer Amuso. Jennifer, congratulations. Jennifer arbeitet beim Deutschen Familienverband als Beraterin in der Migrationsberatungsstelle. Gabriel Asamoah. Gabriel, congratulations. Gabriel plans to establish his own NGO in his home country, Ghana. Edmond Asante in absentia. Abigail Azare in absentia. Desiree Bararouni-Retze. Congratulations. Desiree is working since March this year as a social worker in the Migration and Integration Department here in Saxony-Anhalt. Amanda Benson-Tambo in absentia. Victor Boasi. Victor, congratulations. Here's your certificate. Victor is working as social pedagogue in Magdeburg. And Bonnie Dadi. Bonnie is currently working as a social worker in Magdeburg, and for the next year he plans to look for a PhD program. Can go back to your seats. The following students graduate as well with a Master in International Social Sciences. Levion Maninkaritsa. Levion, congratulations. Levion starts next month to work with Herz zu Herz e.V. in Borken, a project that supports children and youth. Pacifique Maranatha Batumiken. Pacific, congratulations. Pacific plans to start further studies in the management in a program that focuses on data analytics. Oresta Kawala. Congratulations, Oresta. Oresta is still looking for the right job that matches her preferences. Bim Nupane, in absentia. Not really in absentia. Bim, I know you are watching the live stream in Nepal with your family. You would have loved to be here in presence. Unfortunately, your flight back was scheduled 3 days ago. So this is your certificate. Congratulations. Elise Nzimana. Congratulations, Elise. Elise is still looking for the right job, and she would like to work in an organization with disabled or disadvantaged children. Bernard Ojeri. Congratulations, certificate. Bernard is currently working in a food processing company and still looking for a job that matches with his qualification. John Reeves. Congratulations, John. John plans to start next year an additional master program in the economics of social challenges at the University of Bremen. Daniel Sinder. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Daniel. Daniel has not decided yet what comes next. Olena Zurovtseva, in absentia. Stanley Tangi. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Stanley. Congratulations. Stanley is going to apply globally for jobs that match with his qualification in development studies and environmental management, which he studied before. And additionally, he is thinking about starting a PhD program in the future. Ines Uwase. Congratulations, Ines. Ines is working with refugees in Halberstadt with the Johanniter. can go back to your seats. My dear graduates, for me and on behalf of my colleagues, I can say it was a pleasure to get to know you and to accompany you on your way for a few years. We wish you all the best for your professional career as counselors, music therapists, development experts, social workers, or for future academic steps. We hope that your studies will enable you to do what you love to do and to do it as good as you like to do it. We also wish you all the best for your private life, happiness and flourishing and meaningful relationships. You are now our alumni. And as such, you are always welcome on campus here, at least for the next 125 years. And therefore, my farewell to you is once again the good old German Auf Wiedersehen, liebe Absolventinnen und Absolventen. Each year, Friedensau Adventist University awards a DAD prize on behalf of the German Academic Exchange Service to one of its international students. To qualify for this award, the student should have excellent grades and also be involved in voluntary work on or outside the campus. This year, the prize is awarded to one of our graduates from the Master International Social Sciences, who meets all these requirements very well. The first point, the excellent results, is easy to prove. No one of the graduates in this master program has a better final grade than he has. But the good grades are not just the result of diligently memorizing what was said in the lectures. He dared to think for himself, and he thought critically about what was being discussed in class. He showed interest in the topics, and he could focus on certain points and tried to do his best. Nevertheless, he was always available for others, as advisor for younger students, or when helping to organize the work of SADES, the student organization of the students in this master's program. Darüber hinaus hat neben dem Studium ambitioniert Deutsch gelernt und wie ich gehört habe, kürzlich erfolgreich
ambitious to learn German besides his studies, and he finished his B1 certificate.
Der DAD-Preis 2024
DAD award.
Stanley Tangi.
Stanley Tangi is the one who receives it this year.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Stanley, with this prize, we honor the achievements you have done, the way you have dedicated yourself to your studies and to the needs of others. We wish you all the best for your career, wherever you are going to. And we have no doubt that wherever you will work, you will make a meaningful contribution to the people in your environment. All the best.
Thank you very much. Hello. Most Holy Trinity, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, fellow students, friends, and family. Today is a significant and humbling moment for me, and I am deeply honored to stand before you as the recipient of this award. I extend my profound gratitude to the DAAD, DAD, and Friedensau Adventist University for this distinguished recognition. This award is not only a testament of academic achievement, but also a perseverance, dedication, and the invaluable support of an extraordinary community. First and foremost, I wish to sincerely thank the faculty members and the Rectorate Office, especially the distinguished members within this department where I had the privilege of serving as a student assistant. Your mentorship have been pivotal in shaping my academic journey and personal growth. I am forever grateful for your guidance. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge my family, whose unwavering support has been my foundation. To my late father, who always believed in my potential, and though no longer with us, continues to inspire me. This award is much as he has in mind. And to my mother, who due to health concerns could not be here today, your love, strength, relentless support have carried me through this most difficult moment. This achievement is dedicated to you both. My deepest appreciation also goes to my professors, supervisors, and fellows. Your mentorship and dedication have been instrumental in my academic success, pushing me beyond my perceived limits and fostering resilience and intellectual curiosity. To the dad, thank you for your support, which extends beyond beneficial assistance. Your effort is fostering a global community for scholars and promoting academic excellence that transcends borders have been truly transformative. I am also deeply thankful to my friends and peers whose companionship made every challenge more bearable and every success more meaningful. This journey would have not been the same without you. To the new students embarking on their academic journeys, I offer these words of encouragement. The path ahead may not always be smooth, but each challenge is an opportunity for growth. Believe in your abilities, embrace the strength of community around you, and never underestimate the power of perseverance. You are here for a purpose, and I am confident that each of you has the potential to achieve great things. As an African adage reminds us, if you think you are too small to make a difference, you have not spent the night with a mosquito. No effort is too small, and your contributions, no matter how modest, can leave a lasting impact. Finally, I see this award as a stepping stone on a larger journey. Education is not just a personal achievement, but a tool to create a more just and equitable world. I am committed to using the knowledge and skills I have to contribute meaningfully to society. Thank you once again to everyone who has supported me throughout this journey. I look forward to continuing this path of growth, learning, and service to others. Thank you, and long live Friedensau Adventist University.
Es ist mir jetzt eine sehr große Freude, in
It's a
Vertretung des
great pleasure for
Vorstands des
me
Fördervereins
in
den Preis des
representing
Friedensauer
the
Freundeskreis
Association
international
of
in diesem
Friends
Jahr zu
of
verleihen.
Friedensau International to
Every year, the Friends
award
of
the
Friedensau
prize.
International Association
Every year,
awards
the
a
Association
prize
of Friedensau
€500 for special commitment, special social commitment, and academic achievements to students. The award winner of this year has an academic background in economics and teaching. In teaching children, she discovered that education was not only important to the children, but for her. So she was searching the internet and found Friedensau. She found Friedensau to get some more education for herself. Overcoming all hurdles, she is here now, studying. Studying to acquire an education that is opening up doors for her, she says, to even be better prepared to assist others in reaching their potentials. Here in Friedensau, she is also often a backup for many students. She empathizes well with others, and she has taken care of fellow students on her own initiative. She gives encouragement, advice, support, a helping hand, or a sympathetic ear whenever needed. She says bringing people together is her passion, and that she likes to make community nice for others. She has an open door. She has organized meetings, parties, and taken on the problems of others. It's a great pleasure for me, on behalf of the board of the Friends of Friedensau International Association, to award this year's prize to Vaida Ajiman. To Vaida from the Master International Social Sciences program for her social commitment. Thank you so much, and the academic achievements. So the floor is yours.
Distinguished guests, faculty members, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I am truly honored to stand here today and to receive this award for being recognized by the Association of Friends of Friedensau as one of their best students in 2024. This recognition means a lot to me, and I am deeply grateful to all those who made this possible. I also want to express my gratitude to my friends and fellow students who helped me in this journey. Staying in Friedensau is something I really enjoyed very well. The people of Friedensau are very welcoming. They are very supportive. They are very educative too. Staying in Friedensau is something I really enjoyed, as I said, and one thing I really like about Friedensau is bringing students together and trying to solve problems with students. It's not only coming together with students, but also bringing students to have a good, excellent, and a better solution for ourselves. As I received this award, I realized that success is not just measured by grade or award, but by the connection we make and our impact on each other's lives. Seeing people growing, overcoming challenges, and achieving their goals has been the most fulfilling part of my journey. This award reflects a great story I have gone through since I came to Friedensau, and I am very privileged to have this award. I would like to take this opportunity to advise my new students who have just taken the board to themselves. You may see new faces, you may have new challenges, you may see new culture, and you may see new environment. But one thing I want to assure you is that you cannot do it alone. You have to reach out to your students, your colleagues. You have to reach out to your lecturers. You have to reach out to non-teaching staff. And trust me, you can be a success. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow, and every obstacle is a chance to show your strength. Success is not one thing that you can make, but it's about team efforts. There is no greater feeling than you knowing that you made a difference in someone's life. In summary, I want to dedicate this award to all of you who have inspired me to be my best self. And finally, dedicate this award to my family, especially my husband, who has stood by me throughout my stay in Friedensau. Thank you once again for this recognition. Congratulations to my dear graduates. I wish you the best as you go out. Thank you. God bless you all.
Liebe Hochschulgemeinde, liebe Gäste,
dear guests and dear employees of the Friedensau Adventist University, and this is the award like the climax of the university, and there's a lot of joy, and we have also decided to give more than just one prize this year. Every 2 years, usually, there is a prize that is sponsored by Herbert Blomstedt, and he has given us a substantial fund, a development fund, and we can use the money in this account to award prizes. Usually we do that every other year, but this year the Friends of Friedensau decided that we will have a special award giving of 2 prizes. And we have had so many. We have prizes that are associated by a monetary prize as well, not just a verbal recognition. We have some prizes in absentia, and we have one that will be here. There's a prize in theology, and that is being given to Martin Lindner. And I want to ask for applause for Martin Lindner. For excellence in the study of theology that's even before the master thesis has been written. Just an outstanding student that in every exam he has convinced us that he's had incredible potential. The prize for music, that is, and the Waltraud and Herbert Blomstedt Prize in music goes to André Sissou, and also in absentia. And he was very engaged in the musical ministry at Friedensau. Also for Matej Lubčík, also in absentia, a contribution that he's made in music on this campus. And outstanding musical excellence here on the campus, Michael Bistrovich. And we have an evidence how music can bridge cultures, and an outstanding musical engagement goes to Chinde Duang. Not in absentia. Maybe it's easy to not notice Tuang, but if you experience his music, you will not forget him. He is apparent in all 3 worship services in Friedensau and far beyond that. And we have embraced you, and we have enjoyed your musical contributions.
First of all, I give my gratitude to God, my mom and my dad and my family who always been supported me all the way. And then I would like to thank my Friedensau Myanmar family for always there for me. Even in a bad and a good time, we've been together. Thanks to my professor and my friend that I make in Friedensau. Without you all, I would not become a person that I am today. In my 25 years of life course, coming to the 25 years of Friedensau is one of the good and best decisions that I make that I do not end up regretting. 3 days ago, Frau Heike and Renate informed me that I have been selected for the Friends of Friedensau International Association Award based on Kirsten's recommendation. I'm truly grateful for this honor. Thank you, Kirsten. I was truly astonished by this wonderful news. Once again, my heartfelt thanks to Friends of Friedensau. Thank you very much to everyone who continues singing, even though I hit the wrong notes or keys. So we are a good team. I began playing piano around when I was 12, encouraged by my parents, who hoped that I could contribute to the church through music. I grew up surrounded by church music, but affording piano lesson was a challenge for a family like mine due to the high cost of tutoring. So my mom came up with a brilliant idea that we start goat farming and sold the milk to cover my piano tuition. At some point, I couldn't help but wonder if I could have kept the goat milk for myself to drink so that I could grow a little bit taller than this. But somehow, I don't regret it now. I got the piano skill, even if I don't get the height. Throughout my life, I've had my share of accomplishment and missteps. Some of my actions, whether positive or negative, went unacknowledged, and not everything that I warrant praise or punish received it. I believe this applies to many of us today. There are many times when our genuine intentions can be misinterpreted, where at other moments we might be recognized and appreciated. It's a reminder that not everything we do will be seen in a way we hope, but sometimes we are fortunate enough to receive acknowledgement for our effort. Regardless, let's keep doing what we do with good intention. It could be sometimes as simple as being present for someone, offering a ride when someone misses a public bus, or someone who doesn't understand a letter that they received from their mailbox, which is totally written in German, and you use your translation app and it doesn't help. So you can translate and it could be also a good help. Or just listening to someone who really needs it, or bring someone to the clinic, or anything. Any act can come in many forms. We can contribute, even in a small ways, to making our society better. This is my hope and prayer. Thank you.
Auch von meiner Seite allen Preisträgerinnen und Preisträgern ein
Also
herzliches
from my
Glückwunsch.
side, all the recipients of the awards, congratulations.
Nun denken wir, ist es angebracht, wenn wir den Absolventinnen und Absolventen
We also
noch
think it's
einige
appropriate
Gruß- und Geleitworte mit auf
that
den
we
zukünftigen Weg geben.
have some words of greetings to
Zuerst spricht für die
the
Freikirche der
graduates,
Siebenten Tagsadventisten
first of all for the Church of the
Träger der Theologischen Hochschule
Seventh
Friedensau,
Adventist Church.
Christian Badorek,
I want to invite Christian Bartowick. He's the president of the church in the Middle Rhine in Hesse, Saarland, and he's also an alumnus of our institution. And he is as a president, and his function as a president the first time here at the graduation. After that, there's a word of greetings from Jill Blau. She is a lecturer in social science, and she also is directing the master's program online. And we saw the special recognition of that program today when we had our two graduates on the screen, and we're happy that Jill can speak to us. The address of the students, the outgoing representative of the students is Damir Mitrov.
Einen herzlichen Glückwunsch an alle Graduierenden heute.
Congratulations to all graduates. It's something special. Enjoy this moment. Let it not just go too quickly before you go to further climaxes of your life. At this time, I also want to thank all the employees of the university. You do a great work to prepare young people, or some not so young people anymore, for the service, learning new things, opening new horizons. Many thanks to all professors, everybody in the administration, everybody caring for the campus. This is not automatic. Thank you very much to the person opening for me just before 12 o'clock in the night, the guest house. Thank you very much. I want to tell you a story that is like a parable, and I want to thus share thought with you for your future. A house with several families and three boys from the different apartments talk to each other, they know each other. At that time, they brag about what they see. One says, "Friends, can you really see the ships and the port?" And the second young boy says, "You down there, I see. I can see much further. I can see the dike." And the third one just smiles and says, "If you could see what I can see, I can't only see the dike and the ships, I can see the ocean and far away the horizon." The boy in the first ground level says, doesn't feel good, and the daughter of the caretaker living in the cellar says, "When I in the evening live in my bed and look out of the window, I can see the stars." Sometimes it's like that. We try to move the horizon, to look further, and that's good. Looking further is good. But sometimes looking up is better, to the stars and to heaven, to God. And that was important for the founders of this university. When you walk or drive around, there's the dimension of pray and work. Bete und arbeite. The founders of this university knew that work is important, but there's more than work. There's a perspective beyond. On the other hand of the building, it is written, "The Lord is coming." The hope that we as Adventists share all over the world, and that is lived here at this institution. But I wish you this hope from all my heart, that you don't forget the perspective going up. God bless you. Amen.
Dear graduates, I think we've just seen quite a few students graduate. Congratulations. It's with tremendous joy that I'm speaking to you today. A few weeks ago, when I was asked to talk at this graduation, to speak the word of the University of the Students, I felt honored. Then my second thought was, how do I manage to talk without crying? It is always such an emotional moment, also for us lecturers who have been accompanying your journey for quite some years. Amen. Then my third thought was, what am I going to say actually? And how do I make sure that whatever I say represents the words of my colleagues? So, being the researcher that I am, I collected some data. I went around interviewing colleagues and also some former graduates, asking them two questions. Firstly, I asked them what they remember of their own graduation. Here are the findings. 2 elder colleagues that I asked didn't much remember the graduation at all. One didn't remember because it was so long ago, and one said, back in the days, you just picked up a certificate from an office. So I started asking some more recent graduates so I could actually tell you something. One former graduate of Friedensau said, "I remember I was so happy and very proud of myself at my graduation." Another former student said, "My graduation was a long time ago. I remember the question, what next, what now, was so very present." Another said, "What I remember is I felt great, proud. I had reached a remarkable milestone in my life." So feeling pride and joy were reoccurring themes with everyone I interviewed. A lot of colleagues also reported a strong sense of relief. And dear graduates, I hope you feel the same way. It is a strong day of relief and celebration of your own accomplishments. You have all gone such a long way, and you worked so incredibly hard. And with working hard, I don't just mean only writing the next paper or preparing the next presentation or reading at night until your eyes were too tired. I also mean doing all this while taking care of your student fees, taking care of parents, husbands, wives, children, some of you whom you had to miss for years. I mean spending semester breaks working in libraries or mensas or night shifts around different companies in Sachsen-Anhalt, waiting at the bus stop in Burg again, just to then turn to the next reading or prepare your thesis. Most of you hardly ever had a break, and this is a moment to pause. What I also realized in my interviews is that most colleagues and former students also saw their degree not just as an own individual accomplishment, but as an achievement of a whole community. That the degree was gained through and thanks to the support they received from family and loved ones. One student said, "It was not only mine, it was a family success." So the graduation itself, just as we see here, it's a milestone for many of us involved. Families, partners, lecturers, faculty, administration, and so on. For all of us, it is a cycle that comes to a closure. For those of us that accompany you, new students arrived again while we're having to farewell you, reminding ourselves how life is cyclical. So what did the former graduates answer to my second question, which was, what would they advise their younger selves if they could travel back in time? What would they advise themselves for graduation? One said, "I would tell my younger self, keep moving forward, even when it doesn't exactly make sense." Another said, "To not take things so seriously and embrace the chaos." Some spoke about the fact that chaos and even a little discomfort is fine if you know what you're going for. One colleague mentioned, "I think my advice to my younger self would be about having a plan and sticking to the plan. It's not too late to make it now. There's no better time." Another graduate also said, "I would advise myself to pursue my goals with more vigor and not to let things happen, to take control of it myself." Some other graduates, however, also said to trust going towards what you truly enjoy, something that is close to your heart. So maybe this question, what do I really like, is something that can be like a compass when you're embarking on the next chapter. So I guess the biggest conclusion about this data, and also the most typical advice any academic will give you, is about you being a learner. You have finished your degree now, but the learner's road is only starting all over again. Think about what you want to learn from this moment on, take it from here, be intentional, and embrace it with joy. And I know I speak for all of the university when I say, it has been an incredible joy and honor to have been working with you in Friedensau, to be part of your learning journey. We have actually learned and are learning so much more from you. Thank you.
Sehr geehrte Gäste, liebe Dozenten, Studierende,
dear visitors, professors, students, graduates, and translate, I'm sorry. The previous academic year, I had the privilege of being your as a student assistant president. This is not self-evident at this occasion. I'm invited to speak to you as an emeritus. I was awarded my degree. In that context, my list would have been short. Thanks to God, family, friends. At the same time, I made it because of our most dearest Rabbi Wernfried, who has helped generations of pastors to be able. You were the answer to my prayers. Where there was no hope, He has made hope true. I'm changing to the language of adults after talking as a young boy. I have good news and bad news. The good news first. The graduation gifts for next year are in Magdeburg. They are there. The graduation gifts for this year, that's the bad news, are not here. They are still in Magdeburg. We're working on this. May I quote my favorite lecture? We have never been so close, but realistically, it's still far away. Please make requests to the Students' Association. We have many perspectives. We have heard many perspectives and words of gratitude. Everybody was supposed to feel Friedensau again, to say what the world means for us. I'm an Android user, but it's a quote from Steve Jobs that I want to quote. His last email he sent to himself. I cultivate little of what I eat, and I didn't make the math that I use, the laws that help me. I never contributed. I'm moved by music. I never created. When I need medical help, I was helpless to ensure my survival. Most of the technologies I work with, I didn't make them. I admire my species, living and alive and dead. I'm completely dependent upon them. These words moved me deeply. They reminded me of our Friedensau situation. This year, in a special way, we were able to look at history in a special way. No one of us built a building here. None of us has to cultivate vegetables, and those who are doing it, do it as a hobby. And one day these buildings will not remember us anymore, as we also don't remember all those who were here before. And this is kind of sad, sentimental. It's fashionable to complain. The zeitgeist, the mood of the time is like that. What is Friedensau? There are many views of what it is, what it should be, what it will be. Even sometimes people who have never been here. Friedensau has its own time. The clock goes differently. I've brought only one point, a quote with several quotes, but it says, when I was young, I wanted to change the world. When I grew up and became wise, I decided to change myself. When I look at students, how many backgrounds, cultures, languages, programs, interests and talents are connected here in the forest, not far from Magdeburg, we are realizing what Friedensau is. I think the truth is in what we take home from Friedensau. I think that none of us will look at his diploma and say, that's what I was here for. Of course, it's the background of why we came. Who, after his studies, that his way of eating, believing, culture, sleeping, hobbies are the only way to make Friedensau what it is. It's not important for buildings to remember us. It is important that we pass on Friedensau to others. Friedensau is not separable from the question of whether it is biblically founded in the gospel. God has his own plan, like the echo of faith. So what Friedensau means, another anecdote I was experiencing last week. I started my master's. It started with an academic name. My professor recommends books, but he continues writing. He could serve somewhere else as well. He could also dig somewhere else. The most important thing for him was to pray for us. Not a small prayer, but kneeling with us before anything starts with us. The most important thing was to pray and to look towards God. Thus, for all of you, I can conclude you are here at the right place. It was good that you have been here. Thanks that you have made Friedensau what it is. It's a privilege to study here. For this trust in us, I thank all the lecturers, all the supporters, and all the residents and graduates. It's a privilege to be with you. Congratulations and God bless you.
Vielen Dank für die
Many
guten
thanks
Geleitworte,
for the good words
die ihr mitnehmen dürft und die uns,
that
denke ich, alle
we are to
angesprochen
take
haben.
home and that have touched us all.
Jetzt steht Response auf dem Programm.
Now we
Weil
read
wir der Meinung
response
sind, nicht
of the
nur wir
graduates,
und viele andere
since
können
we
euch
believe that
etwas mitgeben, sondern auch
it's not
ihr,
only we who
Absolventinnen
can
und
tell you
Absolventen
something,
insbesondere,
but
habt
you
uns
as
etwas zu
graduates,
sagen.
you also have something to
Darauf wollen wir
tell
gerne
us,
hören.
and we want to listen to
Deshalb
you.
werden wir jetzt noch zwei
And
Worte
this is
hören,
why we'll
von Absolventen
hear
und Absolventinnen, die hier oben auch standen.
two speeches of
Zunächst spricht zu
graduates.
uns
First of all,
Absolventin des Masterstudiengangs Counseling,
from the counseling
und danach
program,
dann der Absolvent des Studiengangs
Vivian Groß.
Master of
And
Pastoral
after that,
Studies, Herr Daniel Dobrin.
the Master of Pastoral Ministry Masters, Daniel Dobrin.
Liebe Absolventinnen und Absolventen,
Dear graduates,
liebe Freunde,
dear teaching staff, dear friends, dear Friedensauer people,
was ist eigentlich Friedensau?
the question has been asked several times, what is Friedensau? Is it the university, the old people's home, or the village? For me, it's all this and many more things. It is history. It connects the past with the present and all those things that will yet come.
Wunderschönes Gewand, jedes Jahr aufs Neue. Und die Studierenden,
Every new year,
Mitarbeitenden und Anwohner, die
residents, students, and staff are imbibing a new spirit in it. And thus, as Friedensau changed during the last 6 years, I'm not the same as before. Some months ago I left, and since then I met people who have taken out Friedensau to the world. We as graduates of the 2024 class, we will be part of the alumni. Our chapter with Friedensau in the place is ending. I can tell you what I'm taking with me. I'm taking the warmth and friendship that I could experience here between students and professors. The heartwarming communication in the administration, the very long journey to town, to friendship with two senior citizens. We could talk about God and the world. The conversations in the library, sometimes silent, sometimes too loud. All the encounters that have shaped me. This has been a time of growth and change. I could grow beyond myself, personally and academically. I could experience that everything is good for people that love God. I was held by Him in the heights and in difficulties. God taught me that giving up is sometimes the only way in difficulties. And that's the thing that I really hate. I struggled with not giving up, to redeem myself in certain situations, but God would wait patiently until I was able to admit that my own strength would not carry me any further, and I was ready to say, Lord, I'm ready, you have to help me. I believe that only when I see my weakness and to capitulate before God, He can unfold His potential in me. He promised that He is strong in the weak, and this is why I do not want to glory in my strength, but in my weakness. I'm not standing here because of my intelligence or because of state support or my unwavering determination, but because of God. I want to congratulate you that you have made it. And I want to invite you to admit your weaknesses and even to glory in your difficulties when you experienced limitations and you realized how God made it possible in spite of all difficulties. Now, all that has to be said is follow your calling, be a light, take your place in the world. Your light will shine. Thank you very much.
Dear professors, dear students, old or new, dear employees, dear families, dear board members, or dear online viewers. Thank you for your contribution for our success. First of all, I want to say that I choose to say my discourse in an emotional rather than rational speech. For some of us, this day is a new beginning, a new chapter, or for some of us, these days can be a final of our chapter or a final moment. This day maybe is a day of consecration or a common day. Maybe after this day, some of us will leave Germany, but some of you will stay here to work or to make something. Some years ago, some of us, or all of us, we came as babies in this world. But after some years, we will die. But between these moments, there are some actions, some or more actions. Actions made by you, or me. One action that we made is to come here in Friedensau, to study here or to work here. Friedensau is a place of peace and harmony. Friedensau can be a place where you can study or to develop your academical skills. Or Friedensau can be a place of multitude diverse cultures. A place where you can share your experiences. There are many words that I can say about Friedensau and its people, but I will stop here. And because I was a student on theological department, I will finish my speech and start my journey with God. Dear professors, dear students, dear employees, families, board members, guests, or online viewers, I invite you to go and make your actions with God. Take His hand and action with Him. Each action, each step, and each word needs to be made with our Lord. Dear Friedensau, thank you that you learn and teach me how to put my faith in God. Thank you.
Vielen Dank, Vivian, und vielen Dank,
Many
Daniel.
thanks, Vivian and Daniel.
Wir haben heute viele gute Worte gehört.
Today we have heard many good words.
Und Anerkennung gehört und ausgesprochen.
Thanks and
Und wir denken, dass es jetzt auch am Ende dieser Feierstunde angemessen ist,
appreciation.
unseren Gott zu loben
And we believe
und ihm zu danken.
that it is appropriate to praise God at the end of this journey. It's a well-known hymn.
Und Sie finden die Texte in Deutsch und in Englisch auf der
And the texts
Rückseite
are
des
found
Programms.
in both English and
Darf Sie bitten, dann zu diesem
German.
gemeinsamen
At the
Lied
end of the
aufzustehen
program, please rise
und anschließend stehen zu bleiben, wenn
and
unser Chaplain, Herr Dittmar-Dost, noch das Gebet
keep
sprechen
standing as an offer is prayed, and a prayer is offered by the chaplain.
Amen. Wir beten.
Shall we pray?
Herr unser Gott,
Lord our God,
du bist die Quelle aller Weisheit
you're the source
und
of all wisdom
Erkenntnis.
and knowledge.
Wir wollen innehalten in diesem Moment und dir
We want to
herzlich
keep
danken.
calm
Wir danken
and
dir
thank you very much in
für
this moment.
jeden einzelnen Graduenten.
We thank you for each graduate today.
Wir danken dir
We thank you
für alle wertvollen Persönlichkeiten,
for
die wir
all
kennenlernen
valuable
konnten.
personalities that we're able to know.
Wir danken dir für alle gemeinsamen Erlebnisse
We thank you for
und
all
Gespräche.
experiences and
Danke
conversations.
für die Kraft,
Thank you for
die du
the
ihnen
power
geschenkt hast,
that
durchzuhalten,
you have given them
wenn es
to
auch
carry
schwierig
through,
wurde. Danke,
even in difficult times.
dass
Thank you
ihr gestecktes Ziel nun
that
erreicht
the goal
ist.
has been reached.
Wir bitten dich, Herr,
Lord, we
deinen
thank you.
ganz
We ask you
besonderen Segen für sie.
with your special blessings.
Wenn sie ihren jetzigen Weg weitergehen,
Bless them as they
denen, die
continue
weiter
their
studieren,
path.
schenke die Begeisterung,
Those who
Neues zu
continue
lernen
studies, give them
und für sich
enthusiasm
zu entdecken.
for learning new things and
Denen, die ins
discovering new
Berufsleben
things.
einsteigen,
Those
schenke
who
Mut und
start
Zuversicht
their
für
professional
den
life, give them
Neuanfang.
courage and hope for the new beginning.
Lass alle für ihr Umfeld ein Segen sein.
Let everyone be a
In
blessing
dieser
for their
herausfordernden Zeit,
environment, in this
stehen,
challenging time in
hilf
which we
ihnen,
stand. Help
aus der
them
Hoffnung heraus zu leben.
to act by hope
Durch die Verbundenheit mit dir gib
through
ihnen
being
immer
connected
wieder
with
die
you.
Kraft,
Give them
sich für
power
andere
again and again
einzusetzen.
to serve others.
Der Herr segne dich
The Lord
und
bless you and
behüte
keep
dich.
you.
Der Herr blicke
The Lord
dich freundlich an und sei dir gnädig.
may look upon you favorably and be
Der Herr
gracious to you.
wende sich dir in Liebe zu
The Lord may
und gebe
turn to
dir
you in
Frieden.
love and give you peace.
Amen.
Amen.
Ich schließe jetzt gleich diese Graduierungsfeier.
I'm closing in a moment,
Und doch ist sie noch nicht ganz zu Ende.
and yet it's not yet
Ihr
fully
wisst
over.
es längst, dass wir uns jetzt noch für einige
Of course,
Zeit
you know that for
und miteinander Gemeinschaft haben
a couple of moments we are to
Wenn wir
meet
sonst
and have
unsere
fellowship
Graduierungsfeier in der Kapelle hatten,
in the chapel.
haben wir uns anschließend vor dem Wilhelm-Michael-Haus getroffen.
In the
Das tun wir
chapel,
heute natürlich nicht, sondern wir werden uns
when
gleich
the
hier vor der Arena
when the
treffen,
usual graduation ceremony is taking place, we meet in front of Wilhelm Michael Haus for photos.
Also bleibt
So please stay here. Photos will be done outside here.
Angehörige der Hochschule, Verwandte und Bekannte, alle, die aufs Foto möchten. Und wir werden bei dieser Gelegenheit
Everyone who wants to be on the
einen
photos,
kleinen Stehempfang
in addition to the graduates, please graduates and
miteinander
staff stay.
austauschen.
And then we have a little
Gott sei Dank ist das
reception.
Wetter so freundlich, dass wir
We
das
thank
eben
God that
draußen
the weather
machen
is so friendly that we can
Deshalb lade ich euch
do it
dann gleich
outside here.
nach draußen ein.
And you're all
Jetzt möchte
invited.
ich mich bei allen ganz herzlich bedanken, die an dieser Feier mitgewirkt haben.
Thank you to everyone who has participated in organizing and executing this celebration. Auf Wiedersehen. Blessings.